Round 4 starts. I'm not going to stop until XRP costs $2,000. Do you think I'm joking? Not at all. Jake Laver, CEO of Justin Digital Ascension Group, thinks that XRP will skyrocket to $2,000 by the beginning of 2026. I think that's pretty soon. That will happen in 6 months. Wow. Okay. That is there a chance? Before we talk about how useful XRP is, keep in mind that was my price forecast, but only after the crash. Round 4 has now begun. Repeat, round 4 starts. The other towns are coming now. We are now trying to stop Benjamin Cohen from getting XRP. By the way, I like this person. I used to watch his videos every once in a while because they were good for analysis. But he says, yes, a market cap of $119 trillion. That's only 3.7 times the value of all the stocks on the New York Stock Exchange. I don't hate this person, but I do have to say that he thinks that if XRP goes to $2,000, the market value will be over $100 trillion. We're going to talk about market cap and how it doesn't really matter and is kind of made up. But let me make my case. Guys, I have one for everything. Here's something from Bitcoin Magazine. It was said by Justin Michael Saylor, I'm becoming more optimistic and put $13 million on each Bitcoin. What price does he think it will go up to? It's probably higher now. What he says is important to pay attention to when the XRP community makes what some might call outlandish price predictions. We get a lot of flack for it, but when the Bitcoin maxes, and not just any person, as the leader of the Bitcoin group, they say that each Bitcoin will be worth $13 million. He's loved by everyone. Pay attention to this. Okay, he said 13 million right now per Bitcoin. So we think the price will be $2,000. They think Michael Saylor is the leader of the Bitcoin group because you have no idea how much Bitcoin there is, okay? He's getting close to Satoshi Nakamoto. He thinks each coin will be worth $13 million. I said it again, $13 million per Bitcoin. I'm going to throw up. Is that possible? Let's figure it out. This is where the market cap tool comes in handy. Market cap then keeps track of how much money is being put into a cryptocurrency and is used to guess how much the cryptocurrency is worth altogether. Not really, we'll talk about that in a moment. Since these coins don't need a lot of money to move, take a look. If the price of a coin or ticket right now is 13 million, that's fine, $13 million. And the quantity is, let's go here and type in 21 million Bitcoin, okay? What is the maximum supply? First, though, I'd like to say that we could go with the circling supply, which is 21 million. Okay, if the number of Bitcoins in circulation is 13 million and the number of Bitcoins in circulation is 21 million, then the market cap would be $273 trillion. That's where Michael Saylor thinks Bitcoin is going, but if we say $2,000 per XRP, that's less than half of what Bitcoin maxes predicted, which is impossible because it's many times higher than the New York Stock Exchange. What's so strange about this? I really believe that Bitcoin will reach $13 million. I am not joking. Michael Saylor thinks he's more optimistic than it seems. That means it's probably more than $13 million now. But this is the last time I heard him say a crazy, outrageous amount, okay? But look at this. I have no idea why, but I think these coins will go to places I never thought possible. Yes? Don't even joke about it. The total value of all the cryptocurrencies will likely be in the quadrillions of dollars. Yes? There are more than 1 trillion of them. After the fall, though, not yet. When that happens, I don't think these price forecasts are so crazy after all. They're not, even though it looks like they are right now. I really think Bitcoin will reach a lot of people at some point, who knows? But I think it dies for the first time after the crash. If you want to buy XRP, give them $1,000. Guys, I think it will hit those places. So I'm interested to hear what the Bitcoin maxes have to say about the $13 million price estimate for a Bitcoin. Now that's what I call circulating stock. Let's go to OR, which is for maximum supply. The circulating source is where we need to go. We put that in, okay, get rid of this. It is worth 258 trillion. Guys, it's pretty much the same thing, which means that's almost 3 times less than where we think XRP will go, okay? I'm interested in hearing what the Bitcoin maxes think about that. It's possible that most of them don't even think that's true, right? But it might be for all assets and cryptos that will make it into the new financial system and stay alive. Why? XRP is here from Reddit. Truth about the XRP market cap myth. Okay, I just wanted to share this to educate people who may still believe that XRP will never hit $10 or $30 because the market cap needs trillions of dollars to come in. It doesn't matter what price this is. Just putting it out there why market cap doesn't mean as much. since it doesn't really show the truth. Because there is a lot of selling going on in a short amount of time, the amount of money coming in and going out that is needed to move the market cap up and down is not a straight line. Do you see? They don't have to pour in $100 trillion for XRP to hit $2,000. Okay, a lot of people below that, guys, did the same thing with Bitcoin, right? It doesn't have to be like $273 trillion for it to hit $13 million. Why? This is called a market cap multiplier. It can be different based on many things. Cash flow and trading volume are the key ones that drive it, though. Think of XRP as a playground with 50 billion balloons. That's an offer. It costs 40 cents for each balloon. The market value of all the balloons added together is $20 billion. Someone now comes to the playground with $80 million to buy balloons. Balloon prices go up as more people buy them because there aren't many cheap ones left. It goes up to 74 cents. Now, every balloon, not just the ones they bought, is worth 74 cents, which means that all 50 billion of them are worth $37 billion. The market value went up by $17 billion, even though only $80 million was paid. Why? The new price is for all balloons, not just the ones that were bought. That's all there is to it. The way price and math work together. This is exactly why the price of XRP went up from $2.70 to $3.20 on January 15th, 2025. $80 million came into the market, and the market cap grew by about $17 billion, which is a market cap multiplier of 212 times. Now you understand what I mean, guys. To buy crypto, you don't need a lot of money because the market cap seems to multiply it in some way, okay? Which means that if you flood in a certain amount of that amount of money will be multiplied by hundreds of X, right? Now, I'm pretty sure that someone else like Chad had a story about this kind of repeater, guys, because we heard about it, right? That's why market cap shouldn't even come into it when we try to figure out cryptos. Not only that, but I think it will reach quadrillions, which is the overall market cap of all cryptocurrencies. But we know it's possible. How does it get so rich? That cost, right? The reason XRP is worth thousands of dollars. Well, he thinks that XRP could reach that huge milestone by the beginning of 2026. He also thinks that regulation and usefulness could set off XRP's explosion. Clayworth's estimate depends a lot on the chance that changes in the economy as a whole will bring money into XRP, right? This is what I mean. That's why I said I thought these coins would reach heights no one thought possible, guys. I really can. Like millions of Bitcoins, maybe even 13 million, but that was after the fall. Why? Once the new banking system is up and running, everything will be done with cryptos, either in front of or behind the hood. It doesn't matter. It would only be on the blockchain. Yes? What chains will it be on? That's what everyone is counting on, though. There's no doubt that it's XRP. He talks about the end of reverse carry trades in particular. This is a strategy where investors borrow money at low interest rates in one currency and invest it in assets that earn better rates of return in another currency. If those tactics fail, digital assets like XRP might get a lot of money coming in. This is when he talks about wire. XRP's role in settlement system is what makes it stand out. In the past, transactions took at least one working day to process, and it took even longer on weekends. XRP trades, on the other hand, are completed in just 20 to 40 minutes. That speed can make all the difference when demand is high or the market is under a lot of stress. On top of that, there is a case, Brett Garlinghouse, I believe it was Brad, or David Scherz, who said that people would be very positive about their own lives. It's a paraphrase. If they had a job, they could get paid once a week, every other day, or every day, right? That means you get paid $100 every day, right? That night, on the same day, right? Guys, wouldn't that be great instead of having to wait until the end of the month? We see you guys. Do you know where the world is going? It's going to work so well. It's going to be so modern that you won't believe it's real. Now, I get why people thought on extra people instead of Bitcoin. XRP Death said that people were paid 5 Bitcoins to fund XRP. Someone used to pay people to write about XRP earlier today. He said that in the early days of Bitcoin talk, you could earn 5 Bitcoin by posting jokes about FUD that extra people centralized and a scam. This is where most of the information about XRP today comes from. That's crazy. So let's go back to the early days of Bitcoin. You're online and you say, I want 5 Bitcoins for free, which is probably worth a few dollars now, but who knows? Basically, you think, yeah, that's free money or whatever. Maybe something much better is going to come along in the future. You think, hey, why not just fight and talk about this other coin? I don't care, right? I don't know anything about that coin, so please forgive me. Just call, just do. Call it BS, okay? Spread some false information, just lie about something, and we'll be good to go. I should get my free money, right? I got 5 Bitcoins for free today, which is so worth it.